So this here was the reason why I was shouting at the top of my lungs to be careful, even though the price of Bitcoin was clearly showing bullishness. Yes guys, if you have been following me for a while, I showed you that this was a VCPR. Price was choosing a trend duration without touching any of the lines. That means until the end of this October month, there is a very high probability of price coming back to test this key line first before choosing a trend duration, and this is exactly where we came. And now what to expect next? As you can see, I have prepared some interesting chart which is pointing us where the price in the medium short term, where the price for the coming days might be possibly heading. But before I dive into the content, please do me a favor and try that like button. And also guys, Bybit 30,000 deposit bonus has just started, along with that 1,000 USDT giveaway to our community members. Yes, CryptoAnup community members. So if you want to take part in this 30,000 deposit bonus and 1,000 USDT airdrop giveaway, then please check the video description because you'll find the link. And after clicking on this link, after initial deposit, you will be eligible to fight for this 30,000 bonuses and also 1,000 USDT airdrop giveaway. So what to expect next after the price of Bitcoin got attracted towards this CPR line? Yes guys, this is no more a VCPR. The price is exactly at the top CPR line, which will be acting as a line of support. In the past price action, we have found out whenever the price of Bitcoin before closing the month, right, has found support of the CPR line, after that the coming month has in more than 90% of cases bullish. So what I'm trying to pinpoint here is that if the price of Bitcoin, even after some shakeout, right, further shakeout towards this 26,000, the bottom CPR line, this will still be looked as a bullish continuation pattern. Price remaining above the CPR line is still looked bullish, because remaining above the CPR line is also a sign or preparation for the bullish trend what could be coming for the coming month. So that's why guys, that's why in the medium short term, the price of Bitcoin, even if we look at this ascending broadening wedge, a bearish continuation pattern, you can see after losing the support around this lower trend line, the price of Bitcoin clearly started showing weakness. And now according to this ascending broadening wedge, the price objective will be somewhere around 26,000 range. That's also the bottom CPR line, right? So you can see even if the price does shows further weakness, does gets attracted here to the downside, then around this 26,000 to 26,200 is where we are expecting the price of Bitcoin to get gravitated, and after that choose an trend direction. Yes guys, after reaching the price objective from this ascending broadening wedge, after testing the support from this bottom CPR line, the price is going to decide the actual trend direction, because it's not just only this ascending broadening wedge, not just only the bottom CPR line. Even if you look at this symmetrical triangle, and if you look at this symmetrical triangle example on the right hand side, you know guys, we were talking about this symmetrical triangle breakout, right? In our case, the lower trend line got broken. What happened after that? After some small relief rally, this is what happened, and this is exactly what I talked on my previous videos. Price faking out, right? Price coming back to test the previous temporary support line and then starting with a downtrend, and this is exactly what is also unfolding in our case. So what I'm trying to pinpoint is that the price of Bitcoin here in the medium short term could show further weakness, right? Could get attracted here to the downside around this 26,000, 26,200 range, but it could still, right? It could still turn out to be a move here like this. I mean, this doesn't necessarily mean the price is going to be bearish, completely bearish, and we are going to get attracted towards this 20,000, the CME Bitcoin gap, right? Around 21,000. So 26,000 is definitely going to be looked as a line of support, but the most important support in a bigger frame is 25. Yes guys, as long as the price, even after some shakeout, remains over 25,000, that will be looked as a temporary retracement. Price coming back to test the key line, invalidating the bearish scenario, and then start with an actual impulsiveness. But for now, these bearish scenarios are on the line. I mean, after losing the support from this ascending channel as well, you know, I was very clear in the past price action. Even when the price of Bitcoin was trying to break out of 28,000, I showed you that in most cases we have seen a retracement, price testing the support around this lower trend line before choosing a trend duration or before following this higher highs, higher lows continuation pattern type of formation. And right now, if you look at this carefully, this is still higher low. I mean, even after breaking the support from this ascending channel, right? This is still a higher low. So if the price of Bitcoin manages to remain above 26,200 range, then this could still play out in our favor. I mean, showing a weakness like this and then starting with an impulsive movement here in this manner, because we know around that area we have a strong support from this descending broadening wedge. Yes guys, this descending broadening wedge upper trend line is being tested right now, and we know exactly around that area we also have a support from this top CPI line, right? You can see that here. So that's why right now the price is holding this 26,600, 26,700 support line. So in the medium short term, if the price does remains above this key line, then we are more than happy to see that, because we know this trend line, the upper trend line from the descending broadening wedge along with the top CPI line will be acting as the support, and price after that, after this fake out, right, could still start with a new impulsive movement. And now what I want you guys to look at is this weekly moving average. And you know, I was talking about this weekly since weeks or even since months, that we have to break out of certain line of resistance before calling this move as an actual impulsive move, because we were clearly below the key weekly moving average, 30 weekly moving average and 200 weekly moving average. This 2 weekly moving average was exactly around 28,000. Right, you can see this line was exactly around 28,000, which acted as a resistance along with the monthly R1 line. You can see this green line, right? This green line acted as a resistance along with this moving averages. So in the medium short term or in the upcoming days, regardless of whatever happened, if we do see further weakness, if the price does get attracted here to the downside first like this to test the support from this rising trend line, this yellow trend line, then we could be also coming back to test the support from this yellow trend line, which will be looked as one of the important line of support around 26,000 range. Yes guys, as long as the price remain in the medium short term, let's say 26, and in a bigger frame 25,000, this could still turn out to be in our favor. I mean, after some retest around this key line, price finally starting with a new impulsive movement. And now, even if you look at this in a very simple way, you know guys, I was talking about this falling wedge pattern as well with a retracement before starting with an actual impulsiveness, because we knew that the price in many cases has shown many fake outs coming back to test the key line first before starting with a new impulsive movement. That's why I was talking about this falling wedge pattern with a potential sign of reversal around the previous temporary line before starting with a new impulsive movement. And this upper trend line from this falling wedge is also in between 26,000 range. And along with this falling wedge pattern, even this bump and run reversal pattern is clearly indicating us here, after breaking out from this falling trend line, the price came back to retest the previous temporary resistance lines before starting with this new impulsive movement. So in our case, this is something what could be on the line. This is exactly what I said. And right now, if you look at this price movement, it does looks like we could be seeing further more continuation here to the downside, price coming back to test the key line first before, right, deciding the trend duration. But in our case, we have said if we can manage to remain over 26,000 range, this could still play out in our favor, price coming back to test the key line before starting with an actual impulsiveness. And what in the worst case, I mean, what if the support on 26,000 get broken? If that is going to happen, then we must monitor this dead cat bounce trading pattern, because according to this dead cat bounce trading pattern, you can see price got rejected exactly 1, 2, 3, right? 1, 2, 3, exactly after this 50% retracement. We came exactly at this 50% retracement, you can see, and this is exactly where we got rejected. So if this here is going to be a continuation pattern like this, price going to form a new lower low, then please be careful. In that case, we could actually come and test the support which you have around 20,000 to 21,000 range. Yes guys, the dead cat bounce scenario will play out if we fail to hold the support which you have in between 26,000 range, because it's not just only the dead cat bounce, even, right, even if you would look at this using Elliott wave, Yes guys, according to this Elliott wave theory as well, after this motive number phase 1 2 3 4 5, you can see 1 2 3 4 5. Now we could be finding ourselves in this corrective letter phase A B C A B C. So according to this corrective letter phase as well, if we fail to remain above 26,000, then we have to be careful, because in that case the price is going to form wave C. That means we could be heading towards to find support around the next area of confluence in a bigger frame, which sits around 20,000 to 21,000 range, because that's also the area where we have this CME gap. So these were some of the quick update that I wanted to share with you in this video. If you enjoyed my work, then please guys do not hesitate to destroy that like button. And one more time, Bybit 30,000 deposit bonus campaign has just started, and along with that we are also giving away 1,000 USDT as an airdrop to those individuals who sign up using this referral link, which is provided in the description down below. So if you want to take part in this deposit bonus campaign, if you want to trade with free money, take full advantage of this opportunity, then please check the video description and sign up using this link, because you know every second count in this kind of market. So by saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anup. Bye bye.